Hi, I'm Chris, and this happy little guy is Teddy, and together we are Our Time to RV. A few years ago, we downsized from a 3-slide, 35-foot fifth wheel to a 20-foot slide-in truck camper, and now have the flexibility to travel any place our 2016 Dodge Ram 3500 dually can take us. We love the outdoors and tend to gravitate to the state parks, national parks, Corps of Engineer locations, and boondocking sites, but do occasionally visit the private parks. We hope you enjoy the content. If so, please like and subscribe to our channel, then leave a comment telling us what you think. Thanks for watching.
Teddy and I are at Sonoita Vineyards in Elgin, Arizona. I tried to get the drone up even though it's kind of windy, but I checked and for some reason this is considered restricted airspace. I'm not 100% sure why, but it's not worth the risk. So we're going to have to do without drone footage here.
First thing I do for flying my drone is I check a couple of my apps, and the first one is UAV forecast, and you can see that the area that we're in is actually all orange, and there's actually codes associated with that. 230A, 2303A, restricted airspace. And so I wound up double checking with another one, and I pretty much get the same information, and it shows me the same area. We're in orange, and as I take a look at it and scroll down, I get a little bit more information, but it pretty much says the same thing. So I'm pretty much, I can't use my drone in this area here. I didn't know why. I did some further research and realized that in Sierra Vista they actually have an Air Force or an Army training ground where they fly out of. And I'm sure the area in orange there is all associated with the airspace that they wind up actually controlling and flying. So not going to be able to fly the drone, and that's unfortunate, but it is what it is.
It's disappointing. But this is a beautiful place. I accidentally ran across this a couple years back and came up here just to try it out and really enjoyed the place and the people. And I said, when I get a vehicle that I can boondock with, I'm coming back here to spend the day. And we're back here for the second or third time, I think, since. Nice new Verizon tower there. I'm on the lee side of the truck camper. Hopefully it's blocking most of it. It's pretty windy here, 15 to 25. I hope this comes out with the wind. I'm on the lee side of the building, so hopefully it's a little bit better, but again, this is Sonoita Vineyards. It's a Sunday, early afternoon, and I'm the only one here. Got the place to myself, doing a wine tasting. Got my first one in the glass, enjoying it. I love the scenery. Yeah, there's that sunrise. It's beautiful. We're getting ready to go out and take a little walk. Just to the end of the road. It's not very far. Obviously, being on vineyard property, it's not like being out boondocking. We can walk where we want, as far as we want. So we'll walk to the end of the road, which is probably back and forth, maybe 3/4 of a mile. That's good enough for today. Is this good for you, Teddy? I know you'd rather be off leash, buddy. This is our setup at Patagonia Lake State Park. We're just taking a temporary hiatus. Dumped the tanks, get some fresh water, went to Walmart, Tractor Supply. Got propane, food, and fuel. And so now I'm just doing a little bit of prep for the next week and a half being off grid. We're gonna head down near the Mexican border. Right now I'm grilling some asparagus Teddy's inside eating his lunch. I'll take you around the lake here, either a little later today or tomorrow morning. This is really a nice little park. There's virtually no cell service and no radio stations, maybe 2 Mexican stations, that's it. And then through the trees there's the lake. We took a little bit of a walk down to the lake. There's a lot of activity, obviously. It's still nice in the 70s, supposed to be in the low 80s tomorrow. Been here before, there's pontoon boats you can rent. A lot of fishing, obviously. Lake's kind of long. This is just the east end of it. Then as I turn around, looking back up into the park, you can see there's some sites here that are really nice and secluded and shaded. Quite a few paddleboarders out today. Not so much on the lake now, but I see so many people have paddleboards next to their units. They're coming off the lake for the day already. Nice little beach here. Again, very nice with the woodsy feel, well taken care of. Been to the second state park here in Arizona this year, and I can see that they're making investments, and that's good. I'm not sure what's going on here. I think there's something to do with water treatment there. Can't be sure. It's early, and Teddy and I just got up before the sunrise. It's light enough, obviously, and we're gonna take a walk around the park. And here is actually a bridge that actually goes over this little lagoon here. And so we're gonna go up on the bridge and take a look. It's beautiful. The lake is like glass. A lot of pontoon boats here. They actually rent them here. There's a marina there that you can rent them at. This is an example here of some of the day use areas. And this would be a great place to have a picnic. I think you could see why this would be a nice place to actually have a paddleboard. There are actually campsites on the far side of the lake. Obviously they're primitive. You can only get there by boat. Come on, this is hard to beat. Ready for some grilling, Teddy? Come, bud? And we're gonna stay up here. You're gonna check out the water? Maybe we'll go down here. And then you might drink the water. Gotta test all the water conditions. You find a neat little trail that runs right down to the edge of the lake. I'm not sure if I knew this was here or not. So we're gonna follow it and see where it goes. Looks like we've got two ways we can go here. I think we're going to follow the edge of the water here. Well, we followed the trail. It eventually came out on the far side of the lagoon. No surprise. That's where we started out at, somewhere over there on that point. And correction, we are actually at close to 3,800 feet. I think I said 34 earlier. Although the trail didn't end here, I think that we're going to turn back. We're a little bit more on Maui. The trail's getting gnarly enough and thin enough that Teddy's even having some difficulties with footings. So being that I got him on a leash, for my comfort and his comfort, it takes one hand away from me to be able to keep my balance and hold on to things. So we're going to use a little discretion here and head back. We've climbed up a little ways up the hillside, away from the lake and away from the trail that we were on. Found a new path with a perch up here to get a nice panoramic view. So we're going to follow some new trails and see where they go to. I'm sure they're going to eventually take us back to where we came from, or at least one of the roads in the park. I don't know if you're able to see this or not, but there's appears to be a bunch of possums up there. And before they come down,
Sorry, everyone, for that abrupt and brief ending to that particular segment, but not knowing what those animals were, and the fact that Teddy was interested in them, as well as they were between us and the entrance or the exit to the trail that we needed to find, I decided to abruptly end that particular segment and kind of move on quickly. I since have done some research and found out that these are called catamundes. And they are often found in southern Arizona, resembling raccoons, but oftentimes are mistaken for monkeys. And so, as well, not knowing whether or not they were friendly or not, I have since found that, in fact, they oftentimes are friendly, but like any animals, when they sense danger, they can often fiercely defend itself in its territory. And I didn't know how they were reacting to us. So anyways, thanks.
and here we are wrapping up, getting back to the camper just as the sun's coming over the horizon. Only about 2.25 miles in, but it was a really nice walk. A lot of new things for me and for Teddy. We've been here a couple times before, but never found that trail down by the lake. Definitely have to revisit that again. Teddy and I found this on our walk on our last day here at Patagonia. Thought this was kind of cute how they did up the sign here, getting ready for Christmas. Well, Teddy and I are getting ready to leave Patagonia Lake State Park. We've had a nice 2 days here. I forgot exactly how pretty it actually was and enjoyed it. So actually thought about extending the stay a little bit, but it didn't work out. This is coming up on Thanksgiving weekend. Probably just as well because the park's going to be overrun with people, and we prefer a little bit more peace and quiet and solitude. So as you can tell, the truck's running. We're getting ready to go. We're all packed up, and we'll be back though. So Teddy and I have just arrived at Buenos National Wildlife Refuge in southern Arizona. We've been here before. In fact, not this particular site, but this area was a first for me, ever boondocking, aside from Harvest Toast locations, Cracker Barrels, Walmarts, that kind of stuff, on my original trip down here. And so I'm very happy to be back here. Was not able to make it down here the last year I was in the area, and so yeah, it's good to be back. It's a nice place. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to put the drone up because it is a wildlife refuge, and it's been a while, I think, since I've actually had some drone footage. Yeah, we just came from Patagonia, so the state park, I couldn't do any drone footage there. And prior to that, I was at Sonoita Vineyards, and unfortunately, airspace was restricted there, so I couldn't get any there. But before that, I did get some at Oak Tree Canyon BLM, and then before that I was at a state park, and then back to Refuge campground. So it's been a little while, so I'm looking forward to the next time I can get the drone up, particularly because the next place we're going to be going to is a private park to spend the holidays, a month with friends. So won't be able to put it up there because I know it's in an area that is restricted. I've already checked, so it might be after the first of the year. So hang tight for those people who like the drone footage. It's something I need to spend more time at and get better at anyways as well too. So thanks for your patience, and stay tuned. I'm doing an assessment of the surroundings here, mainly for Teddy. Principally what I'm looking for here are those jumping cholas. They're nasty little things, which is the reason I keep a comb with me at all times. Here's one here. There's very few around here. These suckers, you get anywhere near close to them, and they stick to you like Gorilla Glue. And they are hard to get off, mainly because you can't grab them. You need something to get them off. And I just found another area here I gotta be careful of. I'm gonna pick this up. So since this is glass, I'm going to pick that up and avoid any problems with Teddy. But the area is nice. On a nice clear day, the horizon over here is beautiful. We got a nice setup, nice location. Got a nice big site here. Teddy's going crazy. Been pent up in the back of the vehicle and inside eating, so he is ready to release some energy. Right, Teddy? Okay. Right? Give it to Dad. Drop it. Right. There you go, Teddy. Go get it, buddy. Good boy. Good boy, bud. Come on. There you go. Good boy, buddy. Teddy and I are going to take a walk down the road here. Just on the horizon here, about 1/10 of a mile away, a little bit more. That's our closest neighbor. And going the other direction, I would say the closest neighbor is every bit of a half, 3/4, maybe even a mile away. It's dry down here. No forecast for the remaining 9 days. Or no rain forecasted for the remaining 9 days we're going to be here. I mean, the chance of rain is like 1 or 2%. Of course, we'll probably get a downpour, but it's very dry. And the truck is already a train wreck. Dusty just from the short drive in here, a couple miles. And Teddy is going to be disaster by the time we leave. But I've got waterless shampoo that helps keep him somewhat clean and somewhat smelling decent. Otherwise, he just smells like dust. Way up on that mountain top up there is an observatory. Tried to get up to a couple times when I was here recently in the past, 2 years ago. And it was still closed, left over from the COVID days. So I've yet to get up there. So when we are staying with friends during the month of December and early January, I think we're going to give it another try. Oh, this is kind of what I envisioned a wildlife refuge to look like. We haven't seen any animals yet. I do know that at various points in time of the year they actually allow hunting in here, At least the last time I was here, there was various signs that indicated that. There we are, nestled back in the trees there. In the bush, whatever you want to call it. I like it because it is further off the road than a lot of the sites. So I think we hit a jackpot here. We haven't seen any activity except one 4x4 hunter going by a little while back. Being that this is Wednesday before Thanksgiving, combined with that being a weekend, I suspect the next couple of days are going to be quite busy around here. In the past, we've had a lot of 4x4, quad, side-by-side, what do you want to call them? A lot of activity. So it's our first morning here. It's a little overcast. Temps in low to mid 40s. It's comfortable. We decided to take a walk in the other direction and see if we could get to the campsite that I originally stayed at. And this is it here, off to our left. This is a couple of years ago, the first boondocking location that I was ever at. Other than, like I said, Walmart, Cracker Barrel, Harvest Toast, that kind of stuff. It's a nice little site. We got a campfire back here. Man, it was really nice. I recall that. One of my best memories. Really enjoyed it. I really like the site that we're in now. It's farther away off the road. A little bit more security, safety for Teddy. It's a bigger site, more vegetation, less visibility. But this was definitely brings back some really, really good memories. So now that we revisited another first, we're gonna head back. And didn't realize how far it was. Not that it's far, but it's probably about 2.5 miles away from where we're at. So we're gonna have a good 5 miles in by the time we get back. Teddy doesn't seem to be any worse for the wear. I've been monitoring him. I feel fine. He's obviously got a lot of energy, so we're good. This is a site here that we were looking to snag. There weren't that many people here, but unfortunately, this is one of the ones that was taken, so I think it worked out better for us. We wound up getting a site that we really like. Out this road here, you can see it off in the distance or not. Yeah, there it is. Blue flashing light right in the center there. Every 5 seconds or so. That is actually a call for help station. I understand there's like 5 of them supporting the entire area around here. So it's Thursday morning, Thanksgiving Day, and I am just making some soup for the week, not the week, next couple days, a stuffed pepper soup. And so I thought I'd give you a quick look around the truck camper. There's stuff everywhere because I am cooking and I've been working on the computer. I normally don't use propane stovetop for cooking. Usually with the solar, I usually use the induction. But we're going to have some overcast skies for the next couple days. I figured I'd just practice some conservation management, energy management, and haven't had to do that for quite a while, so I thought I'd give it a try. And there we go. It's a quick look around. Could you live like this for 6 months with a dog? That dog. I love that dog. Huh, Teddy? Good boy. Remember that Charlie Brown character, Pigpen? He was running around in the dirt, creating a cloud, chasing his ball, having a good time. So Teddy and I are wrapping up our first day here at Buenos Aires National Wildlife Refuge, and we are just getting ready to cook dinner. And I'm gonna make some pork chops, or grill some pork chops on the grill. I'm having a glass of wine. Pork chops, not exactly 100% traditional Thanksgiving, but it's gonna be good enough. I'm gonna enjoy it. What do you say, Teddy? Where are you at? There you are. There we go, got a nice little sizzle on the grill here. Top closed here. Down just a hair. And then go grab a glass of wine. Here's to you, everybody. Thanks for watching. Happy Thanksgiving. Ah, that's good. Take care. Stay safe. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. Hope you don't eat too much. While my pork chops are grilling, Ted and I are just killing some time walking around the site. There's a little bit of cloudiness, overcast skies, but to be honest with you, it was bright and sunny earlier, and it was much better than they forecasted. Tomorrow's supposed to be cloudy. Then after that, things will start to improve a little bit. I mean, this is great weather. 70 degrees, mostly sun today. A little bit off and on clouds, light breeze, really, really comfortable. Again, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Getting some nice good grill marks on the pork chops here. They're looking good. Yeah. Well, we've been at Buenos Aires National Wildlife Refuge for a couple days now. It's early in the morning. The sun's only been up about an hour or so. Still a little bit cool, but we are outside enjoying a little bit of sun while Teddy runs around and explores a little bit. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this week's content. I certainly did. Reliving two firsts for me. Sonoita Vineyards is a favorite place I like to go back to. It was the first winery I discovered in southeast Arizona, and have since found out that it's kind of a mecca for wineries, at least in this particular region. There's 18 wineries in the southeastern part of Arizona, so there's quite a bit to see and do, some of which are harvest hosts. And then we came to Buenos Aires National Wildlife Refuge after a couple days at Patagonia Lake State Park. And here at the refuge, this was the first place that I ever boondocked officially, other than a Walmart, Cracker Barrel, that kind of stuff. So it really brought back a lot of good memories. I really, really enjoyed that first time, and I really, really enjoyed revisiting it. It's the first time I've been back in 3 years, I think. And so it was definitely very enjoyable. Brought back, like I said, a lot of good memories. And I know Teddy likes running free down here, so. And we'll definitely be back, for sure. Reliving first are always enjoyable. So again, I hope you enjoyed the content. If so, please feel free to drop a comment, like, and subscribe. And take care and enjoy.